How's everybody doing? Let me move my mic over here so you can actually hear me. I just forgot one little simple thing. Anyway, good morning to everybody. Mitch jumped in early. I know he said he's going to, they're going on a snorkel trip today, so he won't be around. Grays was here early. Nikki, Tom, Thailand Digital Nomad, Joe, Tommy J, Andy, how you doing, Andy? Al was in TNW. How's it going? If I missed anybody, Gator, Jake's here, Black Sheep's here. Wow, a lot of people here this morning, or talking a lot anyway. I think just talking a lot. Bodo's here. How you doing, Bodo? And I think I caught everybody. I think I did a good job. I don't know if you guys have my Facebook, but my wife has. She got me a little coffee maker with the little what are they called? K-cups or whatever those things are. Anyway, it's pretty good actually. I've been drinking pretty much instant coffee for 3.5 years since I got to Thailand. Except the cups are so small. I don't know, I drink like 4 or 5 of them. I'm used to one big mug full. Hey Chris, how you doing? Good morning. How about Chris is here now, so he can give me a mic check, and it looks good. It's got to sound halfway decent, right? Gary Russell. I don't know if I met you before. How you doing? I'm glad you could make it. Thanks for coming in. There's Tom again saying hi to everybody. I know that Tom was helping people out getting their television sorted out over here, getting games and stuff and from across the world or around the world. Anyway, I know that he was helping TNW and me also. So if you guys are interested in that, by all means, get a hold of Tom, Thailand Digital Nomad. And Nikki's saying hi, and to everybody else. It's early. I don't see how Nikki makes it. I think, what is it, Nick? 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning in the UK. But I actually put out 2 videos, content. Holy crap! It was actually fun to do. It was a little bit of nerve wracking on on my visa. If you haven't watched the video, I got my, Thailand's in trouble. I'm here for another year, and I had to do it by myself. It wasn't bad. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. If you noticed in the deal, and I said I was going to go into it a little bit more in depth about all the people that were there. It's some kind of a protest, peaceful type protest of some sort. But there had to be between 5 and 10,000 people there. They're still there, as far as I know. They were there yesterday when I was there, and I'm talking 8,000 tents. It's like a miniature city inside the government compound or building there, and they just let them come in and stay there. I don't know how they're showering. They've been there 4 days now, but there's vendors there. It's like its own little village. They've got everything, more than a village. I mean, anything you could possibly want to eat or buy or need, brooms, whatever you need, they have there. It's interesting. My wife had said that they do it every year. So I don't know. I guess it used to be, at a different place. Obviously, this one just opened. Hey, Joe, thanks for the super chat. She'll be happy. We're still putting that together. We've got actually quite a bit of money. It's amazing between the super chats and the PayPal. We've got plenty. I think we're going to be able to do both schools now. With a complete meal for 100 and one of them has 105, the other one has 150 students, with ice cream afterwards. And I know Jam had given $50, and she wanted soccer balls. So my wife is ordering soccer balls off of either Lasada or what's the other one? The one she uses. I don't use too much. Anyway, Shopee. And so we'll be getting those. So we'll be planning that over the next couple of weeks. Like I said in my last video, I'm about that close to finishing the breakdown and cost on the on the house build, which I know a lot of people are waiting for. Hey, Ron John, how you doing this morning? Or this morning, my time anyway. Nikki saying hi to everybody. James Morris, how you doing? Alabama Redneck, how are you? Do they have toilets? Yeah, they must have something. I didn't see any. I didn't really. They have toilets, I think, outside there anyway, which is kind of weird. Maybe they're planning on having a bunch of these events, or they were planning on having events on the property. But now that you mention it, I think when I was driving by, I think there was one area of like an outbuilding of some sort, and I believe it was bathrooms. I'd have to check. I'm going to go back there. They actually called me yesterday and said they need to put another signature in my passport. Could I please come by? I told them I'd be by at 9 o'clock. They said either today, Monday, next week, whatever. I guess it's not that important. But I told them I'd be there at 9 this morning, but I don't think I'm going to make that, obviously. Hey, Nick, you don't have to do that. I appreciate it. And the wife does. Send love, not much. But hey, I'm telling you, it's adding up. I think I still haven't done I'm still waiting for my code back so that I can have my AdSense account turned on and then turn it off and turn my wife's on. But I think it's at like 600, and I believe that is that's the amount that we actually get. That already has the 30% taken out for Google. So any bit matters. I mean, it adds up. Now, of course, I've had to take the money out and give it to my wife because I told her, until we get that all straightened out, I'll just give you the money. You do what you wish. So I could be out more because if it's not that, I don't know. It doesn't matter. Our money goes into it too. We like to do it. She does more than me. And then, like I said, it's not selfless because I get to watch the smile on her face, being able to help her. Oh, there she is, right there. Good morning to everybody. That's my wife there, Toby, little girl, the name of the dog. And that's weird too. I noticed the little short I did on Toby, which I thought was actually kind of cool with fighting with the new cat. And that one got, I don't know, 60 views or something. And the one that I put up yesterday of the big giant double cheeseburger that I had is at 1,600. Go figure. I don't know how YouTube works. You got me. So my wife's watching. So if you're watching, you already got 5, 6, 7 more. So that's another 200, 300 baht. So she'll be happy. She's always happy anyway. My wife's a good one. And people are saying hi to her. Nick, that's nice. Yeah. Oh, and Joe's giving some more money for Dad's sweets. So the candy addiction. Thanks, Joe. You're the man. Let's see. Anybody asking anything? I think T&W Nidon, welcome. Yeah, I think he already set it up with you, right? I think he set up. How's it working? Let me know. I've got half of it on there now, kinda. That me and Tom did. I don't know how long ago, Tom. 2 months ago, 3 months ago, something like that, when I was still over the other house, obviously. So it works good. I just want the sports because I believe Sunday U.S. time is Daytona. Hey, Andy, thanks for the kids. You bet. It's awesome. You guys are the best, man. Thank you for Dad. He will be very happy. Yeah, he gets so excited. I will go today, as a matter of fact, so my wife knows too, and Joe knows. I've been slacking off, so I got to get over there and get him something. It's not as close to this house as it used to be. Anytime when I would come home from anywhere in Surin, I had to pass her place, the lady with the sweets, within a block, 2 blocks of the house. I use block as a reference. Not far from the old house. It's a little bit further here. Hey, Gary, good morning to you, sir. How are you? There's no issues with the TV box. Got the NASCAR race on now. What's on now? I don't even know. The twin 125s? God, it's been so long. It's been, 5 years, I think, since I watched anything. I think they ran the 125s on in the middle of the week, right? I don't know. Let me know, TNW. I'm gonna. I got to get back into it. I really enjoy, or I did enjoy watching NASCAR. So, hi Dave. What's going talking about? Let's see. Hi Dave's wife. Yeah, everybody say hello to my wife. Hey Jam, how you doing? I was just talking about you. You were your ears burning. My wife's going to order the soccer balls from either Lasada or what's the other one? She gets Shopee. I think I just said it. Hey Johnny, how you doing? Hope you're feeling better. Um, and there's some other. Are you going on the snorkeling trip, Bruce, or are you hanging back? I enjoy that snorkeling stuff. I get to get my fat body out there and float in the ocean. Makes me feel lighter. Hitting now. Oh, okay. So you're going now. Yeah, I think they said 8:30, huh? Have a great day. You guys will have fun. Hi, what's happening? Everybody saying hi to everybody, which is always awesome in here. One twin 125 is cool. Yeah. Well, I'm supposed to get with Tom after this, so so far I've committed myself to going back to immigration, which I can put off till Monday, Tuesday, whatever I want. But I want to get Dad's suite, so maybe what I'll do is I'll jump on with Tom afterwards and try to get something figured out, and then go get the suites. I'd really like to start watching. Everybody still saying hello to everybody. Princess 23. I have lots of what? I missed on this. What is this? Hi and bye. Okay. Yeah, you gotta sleep, man. Thanks, Nick, for jumping in. She always stops by, and great moderator. Appreciate your being here when you can. First one was dull. Second's about to start. Damn. Okay, I'm gonna miss it. So, well, maybe I'll catch it on some kind of a rerun. New sub here, Toby Little Girl. There you go. You subbed to her channel. Yeah, I think she has a channel. She puts up all the dog videos, I think. Dogs and cats. And Nikki did too. Everybody's subbing. She's probably watching. She's supposed to be in a meeting. So I think she's playing hooky. She's supposed to be back today. I think she said it's a half day today. So she'll be back at like between 3 and 5. It's about a 2 or 3 hour drive from there. Everybody's saying see you to Nikki. Hey, there's Lewis. How you doing, Lewis? Glad to see you. Saying hi to Tommy. Yeah, so everything is going semi well. You know, I was surprised I got the 2 videos out. The one on the wedding cost, like I had said in the wedding deal or in the video, it was 100. In case somebody didn't watch it, it turned out to be 144,000 baht, and that included all the liquor was 34,000. I did the whole breakdown in the video. I shouldn't tell you about it. I should make you watch it. Just kidding. But you could probably do it for a lot less. But you know, it was a good time. Everybody that went had a great time. So, and it was for me and my wife. She, like I said in the video too, she never thought that she would have a house to have a housewarming and house blessing thing. So they were all real happy. The kids were, you know, it's the smiles here in Thailand that I can understand how the land of smiles, how it definitely got its name, because it's truly amazing. Just my family, you know, getting to watch it. It doesn't matter what's going on in the world. COVID's running rampant. People are dying. You know, they got smiles on their face. They look at, they look at the bright side of everything. We could learn a lot from the Thai people. Hey ABC, how you doing? Hello to you. Martin, how's it going? If you guys if I missed the questions, put them back in. I'll find them sooner or later. Like I said, my wife gave me my little injection coffee machine for Valentine's Day. If I miss it, like I said, put it back in. But so anyway, so that was great. And I already said we're scheduling the 2 schools, hopefully within the next 2 weeks, and the soccer balls and volleyballs or whatever for the kids. We also have word into both of the people that are in charge on what they need. What do the children need I know a lot of the schools, from watching Chuck's No Time to Be Sad videos, that some of their stuff gets used up, the bowls and plates and spoons and stuff that they use to eat with at the school. So we're going to get some input so that we can put more money to work with the schools and other things, whatever. Like I said, that one older lady, we still got to find her, the one that my wife grew up with in the neighborhood, that she used to, when she was a little kid, ride her bike. Now she just barely can push the cart, but she's still in that neighborhood. So we'll find her. We want to help her, or my wife does. So it'll be fun. Joe says, what? Last time I went snorkeling, I had circles all over my body from the poles. You thought they were beached? I enjoy it, man. It's I don't know. It's fun stuff. Plus, I like videoing underwater too. And I still owe somebody something. I'm gonna have to do a koi video. I promised somebody that I would take some underwater stuff. I did find even though my 7's waterproof, I bought a waterproof case for it. So I did find the waterproof case. So I promised somebody that I would do some underwater footage of the koi. So I will do that. What's you saying? Biggest thing I missed from the U.S. Navy. Yeah, this little thing. We used crew egg for years and years, and then the last when I went to Buffalo, the buddy that I was helping out with starting the air conditioning business, right before we found out my wife was sick, they had the Nespresso was awesome, way better than the crew egg. And so he had one in the office, and I used it. I bought one for the apartment that I had in Buffalo, and then I sent one to my wife. And I said, I'll be home in a week. If you want to set it up, it's awesome. I ain't going to set it up. I said, okay. So I got home. I set the thing up, gave her 1 cup of coffee, and she couldn't stop drinking the stuff. She loved it. She said, I was stupid. I wish I would have set it up a week ago when you sent it to me. But I like that one. But this one's perfect. It's the little... Like I said, she bought me the ones that I got that are halfway decent are these ones. It's actually Starbucks, and it's their Americano, and it's pretty good. She got, how many did she get? I think they ended up being a 10 baht a piece. So whatever 10 baht is, somebody can figure it out. I don't know what 10 baht is. So Andy's taking off. He's touring the world. Bye, Andy. All right, Andy. Take it easy. Redneck. What is he saying? A&W and Udantani, are they not available in Thailand? I must have missed the first part of that. Sorry, guys. I saw Andy. Hey, Bobby's here. How you doing, Bobby? Good to see you. Let's see. I thought he was going on a boat. There's somebody here. There he is. Nice hat. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Of course, I can't hear.
We can hear you.
I'll be back.
Okay. He'll come back. Let's see. So Andy took off. Not the crew egg. They have a similar. Yeah, this one isn't. Should have. Here's the. I think this is the name. This Dulce Gusto. I don't know if you can see that. You can sort of there. Nescafe. It's a little machine. It actually holds the water on the back of it. Is probably for these cups can make maybe 4 cups, and it's all manual. You have to set it down. It gives you a red light and a green light, and you have to move a bar over because you can get either cold water or hot water, and you have to shut it off when it gets up to where you want it to stop. So you can put this much coffee in the cup or all the way to the top. So it's interesting. It's pretty cool. My wife did a good thing. Mitch is back. There he is. Can you hear us now? Can you hear me now?
Morning, Dave, and everybody. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I can't hear anything. I don't know what I've done to my phone. All right.
I can hear you.
So, hi. I guess our bus leaves at 9, not 8:30. So, got a couple seconds here. Man,
cool.
Modern technology, I am way behind. Anyway.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know what to do here. Let me check this button here. Maybe that'll help. Oh,
Does it
yeah,
work now?
good. Everything's there.
Can you? Yeah, well. I don't know who was saying that too. Didn't James say
Oh,
that
well,
his
I don't
doesn't
know what
work
it
either?
is.
So I don't know. Hey, Tommy J.
But you look good.
Um,
Wish you were here, man. Wish you were
yeah,
here.
yeah, me too. Me
Oh,
too,
they're
man.
waving at me now. Okay.
All right, brother. Have a good time.
Wow, sorry. See you
That's
guys.
it. Have a good time. All right. Well, that was cool that he jumped in. All right. What did I miss? Somebody saying jam. Jake saying jam. Random places wire transfers cheaper than Wise for large amounts. I don't know. You must be talking. I have, just in case anybody was wondering, or how I do it. I have Chase Bank. I usually get one bot difference. So if the going rate is 33, I get 32 uh, for the dollar. If I transfer over $5,000, they charge me zero. If I transfer less than 5,000, they charge me $5, a flat fee. So I've been happy. I've been using that. I tried to get Wise. I tried to get a bunch of other stuff. And if I go in on a Monday and do my transfer on a Monday, sometimes by Tuesday I have the money, or at the latest Wednesday. The If I go on a Friday, it could be Tuesday, 4 days. Over the weekend, it seems to really, I don't know, drag things down. But hey, Lewis, thank you very much, sir. Starbucks, better flavor. I use what do you use? The micro grounds. Yeah, I guess I can get a little adapter thing that you can put your own coffee in. So she's gonna buy me one of those, and then I'm gonna taste different ones from Starbucks or whatever that I like, and then I can put it in there, and I can make it as strong as I want to too. I like it strong, so. But thank you again, Lewis. You're the man. Um, when I transfer, that's almost exactly, Jake, what I transfer. I transfer between three and right around usually 32, and so it cost me $5, and then I think they charge me like 100 or 200 baht at Bangkok Bank to do the transfer. It's cheap. I mean, I mean, if you're right on the cusp and you're trying to save this and this, you might get a half a baht more on TransferWise. I don't know, but I'm happy it comes. They haven't screwed it up once in 3 years, so I'm happy for that. What are you saying? Thanks to Lewis. I don't know. I'm every time I hear the word Cabo, man, I Jones for some fish in Cabo San Lucas. One of my favorite places to go when I was younger. Just a monitor. What is this one? Martin says, Dave, is it easy enough to set up a Chase and Thai bank to talk? All I did, Martin, I had my Chase Bank account. I got my Bangkok Bank account and the account number and whatever it is, the transfer number and this number, whatever you need to wire transfer money in. I did it all online through my app that I have for Chase. Wire transfer, the name of the bank, their whatever, I forget, routing number or whatever it was. I think it's routing number. All that, put it in there, did a test and sent like $100 the first time. Came through, no problem. 3 years, no problem at all. And like I said, it's almost exactly one baht less than when you go on the internet and punch in what's the Thai dollar against the baht. If it says 33.5, I've always been 32.5. So it's always been one baht. So it doesn't kill me. Somebody that's probably on a tighter budget, might cringe at that. I don't know. With me, it doesn't bother me. And Joe, another one for Lotus Seeds. She still has 2 packets here. I went to the office yesterday to get the paperwork. If you saw my video on getting my retirement visa, and she still has half of one sitting in there on the little table they go to. They have like cookies and different stuff for people that come in that want to nibble on something. There was a half a deal in there, so they didn't eat them. Obviously, the people though there didn't. Maybe they like them. I don't know. They're kind of. I tasted them again, and there is a little bit of some kind of flavor there, but it still doesn't. He said, "Oh, better than cashews." No way, no way. All right, question. Any requirement for large amounts? I think the only thing that it says on mine, and I don't know because I've never transferred anything that large. I would imagine. I don't know if they. I don't know if they might report it back to the U.S. Bangkok Bank. You might want to ask whatever bank you end up with, because I know when if I transfer $9,999 out of the U.S., that doesn't trigger anything. If you transfer over 10,000 out of your bank in the U.S., it throws up a flag. You know, are you a terrorist or whatever? But I know that on mine, I think I can transfer up to $25,000 in a 24-hour period out of Chase if I wanted to. But I would definitely check jam with the bank and find out if they are. If you do move that amount of money, you will red flag your bank unless you've got it in cash. then it's a different story. But I think you can even carry 20,000 in cash into Thailand. Somebody tell me if I'm wrong. I know it's at least 10,000, but I think Thailand's 20 grand. And they're getting, yeah, you're getting other stuff. Jim says you might have to pay taxes on that. And what Jake said, I didn't see what Jake said. What did Jake say? Jim, places do installments if you transfer 10K. Yeah, exactly. Sorry. Jake was saying the same thing I did. Yeah, so usually when I've moved money around in the United States, I always transferred like 9,500 or something. And I never had a problem. They never came to my door, knocking on my door saying, are you a terrorist or something? But I would definitely check with the bank and make sure if Al's saying that you have to pay. I just can't see if that's the money, your retirement or whatever. You've already paid taxes on it. I can't see that, but they might try. It might trigger something here also. So if you did, I would send it in. You know, like if you had a Chase bank account, you know, you can. It doesn't matter. You know, it costs you $5. You know, it doesn't. I mean, it costs you nothing if it's 10. If you're changing, if you send 99 twice to Bangkok, it would cost you nothing, except for whatever they charge at Bangkok Bank. So I would check into Chase. I've had Chase since it was Washington Mutual and forever. I always I have a good taste in my mouth from them. What did I miss? What did Jake say? Thailand banks don't use routing numbers. Yes, whatever the code was that I had there. But what I was trying to say is that I did everything on my app on the phone. Whatever I had to put in, I put in, and boom, 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 it opened up a deal. Chase on their app, they have a special thing just for wire transfers, whether it's domestic or international, and you can set it up right on your phone. You don't have to go to the bank. You don't have to do anything. So I like that. You know, the easier the better. Let's see. Have to get back to work. All right, Grace. Have a good one. I know you had said in the thing that you commented saying you might be going to work and have to work during the time of the live stream. So I was thinking about trying to mix up some of the live streams anyway and doing some later on in the day. So we'll see how it works. I think Bobby's saying I think 10,000 if you're carrying it with you is no problem. Yeah, and I thought that too, Bobby. And I was watching a video about somebody going through and getting checked, you know, and stuff. And I was amazed and I'm almost positive they said you could take up to 20,000 in cash. So I would definitely check into it because I would bring in cash if it was me. I just didn't. When I came here, I was distraught. I was, you know, going through all the crap. I don't want to talk about that anymore. But, you know, it wasn't, I wasn't thinking. You know, all I did was found somebody to move into my house, take care of my house, took 3 pieces of luggage and been here ever since. So, Let's see what Tom says. The mainstream banks hate Wise because they use mid-market rates, always going to be the best rate. Yeah, I heard that it was better than what I was getting. So, um, but like I said, if I lost two of my retirements or something, and I had this little, Social Security deal, and I was worrying about every cent, I would definitely tailor myself to do that. Whatever I needed to do to save a bot. But it was I don't have to do that yet. How much can you? Yeah, I think it's 20, but just check. All you got to do, I would just go to Google and say I've got, how much cash can I carry into Thailand? Um, but I know it's at least 10. But I think I was really amazed. I really looked at it and I went, wow, 20 grand. I'm almost positive. Not if you don't do it over time, Melvin Ring. I have done it to pay college for family costs for years, and I hold security clearance. Okay. Yeah, Jake's a little bit different. Everybody's saying bye to. I think I'm behind. Alabama redneck. Jake, just in case you weren't doing it intentionally, you are doing it as the money was needed. I probably didn't follow that whole thing. Yeah, Joe said 20,000 in cash, Dave. Yeah, I remember seeing a video on it. It was an actual thing where they were catching somebody doing something wrong at the border, and somebody was videoing it, and they put up there. It's amazing you can carry up to 20,000. But anyway, check and make sure. But I think 20 grand is they'll let you take it in here. Yeah, so Lewis is saying when he comes in, he brings 10. Yeah, I know it's at least 10. And like I said, I was kind of amazed that when I saw that video, I'm going, wow, because it was double what I had thought. But I think it's 20. I would check and see, especially if you need to bring it in. If you're bringing it in just to, like if Lewis is coming in for, a week, 2 week, 3 week vacation, and he only has to bring that much, that's fine. But if you're coming in, Jam, to retire and you want to bring in a chunk of money. And I would imagine, I don't know, is that a family? It's probably a family, because I was going to say if you wanted to bring more, you and your husband, but I think they count you as a family. I think you can only bring in one, because I was saying bringing 40 grand. Yeah, 20K is okay, cool. Um, yeah, I think that's right. You can bring in an unlimited amount of money into Thailand, however, it is more than 20,000. You must declare it, okay. Um, Let's see. From the UK or Europe, each passenger 10 or your own. So maybe you can carry more. I don't know. I would check into it and find out if you even needed to. I don't even know if you need to bring it in, or you wanted to know what you could transfer in. And the only thing I can say about that, Jim, is like I said, it uh, find out if they're going to report you back. I know if you move money over the 10,000 mark in out of your bank, then it throws up a red flag, and you might get annoyed by some people. Who knows? I just checked. Bobby says 20K. Yeah, I was thoroughly amazed. Like I said, I'm surprised that I remembered that, because I want to say that I watched this months ago. It's amazing. I can't remember what I had for breakfast, but I could remember something like that. Figures money, right? It's 20 for crossing U.S. borders in USD. Okay, cool. Hey, Dowlow, how are you? Um, good afternoon to you. Where you can exchange to Thai baht for the 20,000. I would go directly to the bank. You're going to get your best, I think, your best exchange rate. 20,000 US gets you in trouble. Yeah, exactly, right? I think Lewis says that right. And like I said, for years, and that was the big deal that I heard in the Pelosi or somebody wanted to do something that if it was over $500 or something, they wanted the banks to report it. What a bunch of crap that was. But I think that got squashed. I'm not a big political guy. I live in Thailand, so I don't care what they do there anymore. But well, I do. I still bleed red, white, and blue. But Let's see. Best tip of the day: if you are carrying 10,000 or above, just declare it a custom land side. It will save a lot of problems. Yeah, then letting them find it. I agree with that, Tom. Um, Robert saying hello to Lewis. Jim, the best rate is wise, and that's what I've heard too, Jim. Like I said, it's just convenient for me because I've been with them so long, and I've been doing it for 3 years, and I haven't like, oops, we lost it. It's been very, very reliable. So whatever they're, that extra. But to me, I don't even know what that would be. 1,000 baht, so probably $30. I probably lose each time that I do that, or less, between 500 and 1,000. So between 15 and $30. So to me, right now, it isn't worth it. If I only had my Social Security, that might be a different story. That $30 might go a long way. In fact, here in Thailand, it does go a long way. Bring crisp new bills. Yeah, they don't like older bills. That's true. They don't like hundreds anyway. But I mean, I remember when I came, everybody that I was watching back then said, "Don't bring hundreds," unless they are crispy, and they don't even like them then. But if you're bringing in, 10 or 20 and 20s, that could take up quite a bit of space. I've heard. Let's see what John says here. I've heard that your dollar bills need to be near pristine, to be exchanged. They can't be ripped. I've never had a problem with one that's, if they're tattered and stuff, yes. In fact, they don't even like taking their own money if it's tattered. No one wants it, if it's ripped or anything like that. And I'm talking about the baht. But I never had a problem with the money that I brought in. I only brought in the first couple of times I came. I didn't have to because I had the wire transfer. So I didn't have that problem. If you're on a vacation or you're doing something like that, then yes. Just make sure they're not, you don't have to have brand new bills, but you don't want stuff that's ripped, the corners ripped off or stuff like that. They won't take it. They won't take it. And they don't like hundreds. I'll let you know that. Hey, there's Tony, the motorcycle man. He just, if you're not following Bad Badger, retired in Thailand, by all means do. He just went on a motorcycle trip, and I think you're coming on the one in March, right? The next one, Tony showed up for, 3 days before you wrenched your knee? On the last one that we did, and he just went with some other friends, and he's got some good video, is what I'm saying. Go and watch it. Just made sure none of the serial numbers are the same. Yeah, that would probably be a bad thing. What is he saying? Oh, is Brock here? I didn't even see Brock. Hey, Brock. What? We need to buy a car. Yeah. Yeah, I would bring it. Let's see. What is? Yeah, 20,000. I would imagine we're looking to buy one too. I don't know what you want. We have a big truck, 4-door diesel. My wife's truck. I put a new motor in it. It's awesome, except it's a stick shift, and I don't like shifting. So the place that she moved before the TOT building that she used to work at until about a month ago, they didn't have any parking. She had to ride her scooter. And when it rained and stuff, I was worried about her pouring down. Rain just the other day, she came in completely soaked. I shoved her right in the warm shower and stuff. So we're looking at a little, she wants the Nissan one, that a little car, little 4-door deal, automatic. It's got the rear view. It's got actually cameras on all sides. It's got if you come up on somebody, it'll brake for you. Whatever that safety. You can turn this stuff off, by the way, too. When it crosses over the line, it beeps. You guys get the drift, right? It's right under 600,000 baht. Excuse me. So whatever that is in U.S., I don't know. 500,000. What is that? 15,000, right? 15, 16, something like that. So that's what we're looking at, because we already have the. Would I ever get rid of this truck? Never in a million years. We use it almost every day, especially with all the stuff in the building and everything that's going on, going to pick up tile and wood, everything. But if you're just going to use it for traveling, I would probably get an SUV, Toyota maybe, but then you're talking 2 million, $1.5 million, something like that. $1.5 million, I think, will get you a new one, unless you're planning on buying something that's a couple of years old, which is probably what I would do if I had the cash. But my wife doesn't want anything used. So I said, okay, then we're going to get a little car, because I don't want to spend over $500,000 baht or so. So that's what we're going to end up with. I'm going to drink the last of my coffee. Thanks for letting me drink my coffee this morning. And now a big glass of water. Oh, yellow. It's yellow. Sit up. So I hope that answered. And need to get 800. Oh, okay, for the visa. I would find out what they will. Well, are you going to apply for a marriage visa? If you're going to apply for a marriage visa, you only need half that, 400. So, but I would find out if you could both bring it in, if you have the cash. If you could bring in whatever 20, and he could bring in 20, or whatever your husband I'm talking about. Hate to say he, but I would check into that. And Tony says, yes, it was. The tunnel and the Ace Cafe was cool. Yeah, it was. It was. Your videos were great, Tony. I had enjoyed watching them. A little over 18,000. Okay. And T is here. Morning to you. Yeah, a cup was messing with my green screen. Sure was. But I would check that out, Jeff. Then, like I said, I wanted to look at the MG and the Suzuki, but she's got the people at her work are like her family. Like I told you, she's been there 20 years. You heard my story about how I know I'm probably not going to be able to move by this nice water here. It's just something I got to live with. It's the way it goes. If that's the only problem I have, I feel blessed. But they told her Nissan's the one to get. So once they tell her, 4 or 5 of them at work, this is a good one, I'm pretty much screwed. So she's gonna probably get that one, which is fine with me. The only thing is, in the truck we can fit mom, dad, the 2 kids, me and Noi. In this car, we're not going to be able to do that. We're going to be able to, if we're traveling, 4 is going to be max, and we're planning on going to Ko Chang I've already got it booked. April. Yeah, April. With the whole family. Mom, dad, the kids, me, and Noi. We're going to go there for a week to Serenity. The one that in my opening on my videos where it shows the drone and all those bungalows up on the side of the hill with the jacuzzis on top. That's where we're going to go back there. We went there at 4 of us and the kids. It's been 2 years, I think, since the last time we were there. We went like twice or 3 times in 1 year, and then all the crap, I could go into that on and on and on. T&W says, I just got a new Ford Ranger. Did Jam say what she was going to get? I missed that if I did. What are you going to get? Do you want an SUV, a small car? What do you plan on getting? The Ford Ranger's good. How much were they? What year did you get? When did you say? I just got it, so it's brand new. What do they run? They're $1 million, right? 1.2, something like that. I'm guessing 1.5. I don't know. Maybe T&W will enlighten us. And you don't have to if you don't want to. I know people are sometimes funny about saying what they had to spend on something. I don't care. Hey, Dave, just checking in. Cheers. Cheers to you, John. Glad you can make it. Serenity now. Yeah, you know what? That Serenity, too. It's really weird because he must be gone now, but that Greenie Travels or something like that, he was just there, and he was at the Serenity. So I wrote him a little thing saying I was there 2 years ago. It's great. There's Lewis. Thanks, Lewis. Everything I send is to your wife. She knows the best. Absolutely. Way better than me, Lewis. And like I said, man, it just gives her gigantic smiles, man. Gigantic smiles. Brock is here, so. Hey, Brock, how you doing? I like your background. Um,
Yeah,
but
it's a bit
yeah,
different.
yeah, definitely, definitely, she's the one. She's the one in charge, and she gets such a kick out of it, man. I'm gonna have her pull her mask down and give a gigantic smile when we do the next one. And like I said, there's two coming up, big ones. So feeding, ice cream, and a bunch of stuff for the kids. So thank you again, Lewis. Yeah, bungalows with jacuzzi, and the 7 days was, just so you know, 25,000 baht, and that didn't include breakfast. Although the bungalows have a full kitchen, refrigerator, whole nice area, and then two bedrooms, and then in the living room the kids will sleep. There's two like pull out sofa type things there, so it'll be fun. They do have a 3 bedroom, but it doesn't have a rooftop jacuzzi, and they really like that, and it was already taken anyway. So, but if you ever want to go there, Greeny said it was $30. I think he just did a video. $30, he said. That's why he did the video, and it's a nice little room, with ocean right in front of you, everything right in front of you, and it $30 a night, so you can't beat that. Hey, Randy, good to see you. Thanks for the super chat. Yeah, yeah, they're gonna smile like heck. You can bet your bottom
Morning,
dollar.
everybody.
And Brock saying, "Go ahead." Am I talking over you? I think I did. Want to
No,
say
no,
hi?
I'm just saying good morning to everybody who said good morning to me.
There's Greeny Travels. Yeah. So if you go on Greeny's, or if you go back in my old videos, you'll see I did one on just Serenity and then one on our vacation time there, long time ago. But he just did it. I want to say 3-4 days ago. He must have just missed everybody going over to Koh Chang. And I know that he knows Mitch because when Mitch first went there, when he went over to Mr. Eggs, something, a bar over there, I don't know the name of it. They were all there. I think Rides for Kicks was there, Greeny's Travels was there, a bunch of other people that he met up with. Everybody's saying hi to Randy. Looking forward to meeting Randy too. We kind of are close to the same age, and I could throw a stone probably from where I was and hit Thousand Oaks. So it was part of my stomping grounds growing up. So I'm looking forward to swapping stories of that area. Did you say, Jam, what you wanted to get? Because if you did, I missed it. Thanks, everyone. 5 months to go. What kind of vehicle you wanted to get? An SUV, a truck, or a car? If you can, if you're not already gone. You might have already gone. And Joe put up my wife's channel. I don't know, does she have subscribers? How many subscribers does she have? Yeah, La Pub, that was it, where he was. I'm not big on bars. It's not my thing, but some people it is. More power to them. I don't judge anybody. If if that was the case, then I'd have a bunch of people judging me, and I wouldn't like that. Chris is saying hi, Brock. Are you still in lockdown? I think you're going to be in lockdown till what? 2037, something like that. So Brock's got to hope to
Yeah,
live
something
10,
like that.
15 years. 10 to 15 years, if Brock
It's
lives
not,
that long, he'll get to come.
yeah, it's not lockdown so much as we just can't leave and can't get back in. But we can
Yeah,
do
what are
what we
they?
like
How
elsewhere.
much? How much? How much do you have to do if you come back? If you were to get out, not forget about the cost, the extra $2,000 or whatever it is. How much time would you have to spend in lockdown, real lockdown, when you got back to Australia?
Um, ooh, I'm not sure what the quarantine period is over east, but at the moment I think we're looking at 7 days when we cross into Western Australia.
So you might have to spend time
3 weeks.
when you land in Australia, and then again when you go to where you're living.
Yep.
Could possibly. Yeah, wow.
Good,
Yeah, they need
good
to they
bottle
need to
the
get with the they need to get with the program. It's the frickin' flu. Um, you know, I can't say that enough. And like I said, I don't even know what the numbers have been, and I don't care. 15, 20, 30,000. It's how many people have passed, and give us some real numbers. You know, tell us whether the people were 80 or 90 years old with breathing problems, um, and out of because I think the last time they were in the teens, 12 and 13, but I think they bumped up to like the low 20s, 22 or something like that. But like I said, they're not giving us, as far as I'm concerned, I don't trust their numbers. And it's not just Thailand, it's the whole world. I don't trust their numbers. Um,
we just had one, in inverted commas, case of death in Western
oh, really?
Australia. However, the family quickly got onto the news services and said, "We'd like to correct some statements. One, the guy hadn't been where they said he had, so there was no COVID cluster there. He had actually died of a heart attack. Yes, he had COVID, but he died of a heart attack with COVID. He didn't die
Yeah.
of COVID with a heart attack."
And I believe that all the numbers here, and it's nothing to say against the Thai people. Like I said, it's everywhere. United States, Australia, the UK, every place is. I'm 65 years old, if I was to die tomorrow of a massive heart attack, like Brock just said, and they tested me and I had COVID, I wouldn't have died of a heart attack. I would have died of COVID. So the true numbers, if they come out and say 8 people died, there was 150 million, people infected today, and 3 people passed away. I don't know. It's a
Yeah.
cold. It's the flu. And until I don't know. They need to do it. And I think everybody's moving that way. From everything that I've read, every country. And I think they opened up Bali, right? Did somebody? I read that somewhere. Bali's
I
open now, I
believe
think.
they're going to open.
Yeah, and so they're starting to open up, and I believe that the next thing here in Thailand is that the test and go is going to actually go back to an actual test and go, one time test and go. Even though it is now, just so people, in case they're listening, new people, you don't have to stay in the same hotel and get tested and wait 5 days later and get tested again. After you test negative, you can take off out of that hotel as long as you let them know, and it is an approved hotel. 5 days later, they will test you again wherever you're at in Thailand, as long as it's an approved hotel. So once you do that, and then you're on your own to do. I think they're going to cut that out, and I think they're going to open up everything. I think they have all the people now, and it's got to be kind of scary for them too. Here's a guy in authority. If I go this route and say it's only the flu, and all of a sudden tomorrow, there's 27,000 deaths. He's gone. His job. So I'm sure they're scared to make the move, but they have to, for the people around the world to live, and to they got to get back to life, and that's what I see here. Even I just watched Chuck's video, "No Time to Be Sad," this morning, and I think he was in Koh Chang a year ago, and it was completely. He was expecting it to be completely dead, and he said he was kind of amazed. It's not, going crazy or anything, but he was surprised that it was open that much. There was that many businesses and everything moving in the right direction. I guess is the whole country is. And like again, I said, if you're going to come here on a vacation with your wife and 5 kids, I would think twice about picking Thailand. If it's just you and your wife and you want to roll the dice and come in and hope that you don't test positive or get a false positive even, and want to go see Phuket or wherever you want to go, even on the test and go, I, I don't see anything wrong with that. Just know what the consequences could be. Be smart about stuff. And I think for the most part, most people are smart. Did I miss anything here? We're going to Thailand in June, Donald says. Hopefully, yeah, June. Okay, so we're in February, March, April, May. I hope so. I hope everything is done and taken care of. Badger's going. Take it easy, Tony. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Where's Robert going? I see that Bobby's saying to have a nice trip. I imagine you're probably going somewhere in the United States. I think you're wasting way too much energy on the United States. I'd be getting my rear end over to Thailand or Vietnam. I don't know. Can you get into Vietnam? If Bob, if he's leaving, we'll go over that again, maybe in a couple of days, Robert. Maybe you can enlighten us, because I don't follow Vietnam or Cambodia or Laos. I just had seen something that either Bali's opening on the first or it is open, and I just had read that. Of course, always the disclaimer: check with the government and everything. Whatever, everything that I read, you never know what it is. I always get tested when I visit a hotel. Joe. Everybody saying bye to Badger. And
Yeah, have a good day, Tony.
what did I miss? Did I miss anything? Oh, that was the one. There's Tony's goodbye there. Gotta go, always busy. Even retired guys are busy. Dave, thank you very much, Tony. If you're still here, take it easy. Tony's a good one, man. Tony's one of the good guys. Yeah, so I did notice when I went out there, I'm trying to listen and see if I hear any banging around out there, see if the guys showed up today. When I went out there at 20 minutes after 8, before I started the live stream, they were not here. So, and it's okay to a certain extent, but as you know, in my backyard here is basically my mother-in-law's outdoor kitchen on my balcony. She has her stuff stored up there, and a burner on the ground, and everything's covered with tarps. And the thing that I'm trying to say is I need to get that Thai kitchen now. It's just a Thai kitchen. I'm not going to call it an outdoors one. It's enclosed with a fan and everything else inside. I need to get it done so that she can get out of here. The rain is coming, man. It poured. Excuse me. It poured the other day, and need to get that done. So as soon as I get off of this, I will be, if my wife's still watching, as of a little while ago, he was not here, dear. Robert did answer. What did Robert say? I can't get it. I can get into Vietnam, just too expensive and a hassle, waiting for Taipei to open, and then I'll fly to Vietnam and then to Thailand. Cool. I'm looking forward to meeting you, Robert. Dowlow says, Randy, we've been going to Thailand twice a year for 10 years. Prior to 2020, great getting back, especially for my wife to catch up with her family. Yeah, that's the big thing. I couldn't. There's no way that I could ever talk my wife into, leaving her mom and dad. There's no way. But like I said, it was weird. If you heard the story that I said, up until like a year ago, I've been with the woman for 2.5 years. I didn't know. When I came to Surin and rented a house and she moved in, I was the first man she ever lived with. I mean, she lived with her husband. Obviously, she had 2 kids. But they lived in her mom and dad's house, or her house, which I guess is quite common here in Thailand. Which I thought was weird. I said, "Are you okay with that?" She said, "Yeah, obviously, I'm still here." I lost my sister and cousin to COVID, both in 40s with no health issues. My sister was a runner. It doesn't seem. But were they vaccinated, Big Dave? Sorry to hear that, by the way. My condolences. Were they vaccinated? I'm kind of curious, because I don't know what's up with the vaccination stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of, and I'm sure there are, like I said, they've been telling me for years, because I'm elderly, that I should be getting the flu vaccination when I was in the U.S. I've never had one, never had a flu shot. And it comes from my mind years and years ago of them using live virus as a vaccine. And so I never took it, even though the doctors, when I was in UCSF, as a building engineer, right before I retired, that was my retirement job for 7 years. They told me they don't use live virus cultures anymore. It's all synthetic stuff. And I said, I've lived this far without it. I'm still not going to take it. So I've never taken it, but a lot of people died from the flu, and not necessarily elderly. It's sad when anybody passes. By all means, don't get me wrong, but I just want to know the truth, And I don't know what you think, Big Dave, but do you believe that in any country that they're that they're telling you how many deaths? Do you believe that all of those were COVID? I don't. I'm pretty open about that. But were some of them? I'm sure they were. Obviously, you said 2 people in your family passed, so obviously some of them are. I just want to know the true numbers, and how much can you hold people down from trying to make a living? Sooner or later, you got to do something. And still, like I said before, I got a polio vaccine, which means I would not get polio. I've got the COVID vaccine, which means I can get COVID and I can give it to you. So, but I have a less chance of passing away, is what they're telling me, or my understanding. But I don't know. I think we went down this road 2 or 3 times. Somebody went to the dictionary and got the actual word for vaccine. But in my mind, the vaccines that I got as a kid kept me from getting what they were vaccinating me for.
Yeah, the COVID vaccines now, because COVID changes so rapidly, the vaccine improves your resistance to the bug, and hopefully your
Right.
body can fight the bug down before you become infectious. But if you do get the bug, and you've had your 3 shots, you're less likely to be sick. You probably won't even know you've got it.
Show symptoms. Yeah,
That's
you
what
see
my
Dave
doctor said.
saying it. Dave saying it was before the vaccine was available. That's sad. That's too bad.
Ah,
And like I said, I'm doing it to travel. So I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I'm not anything. They tell me that I got to do whatever I got to do to be able to travel. I'm going to do it. Bottom line, I want to see my grandkids. It's been over 2 years since I've been back to the U.S. Like I said, I've had a granddaughter born that I haven't seen face to face. I've seen on FaceTime, but not face to face. So whatever they say I got to do, I'm going to do. Like I said, I don't know if I asked you the other day, but I'm being told that I've had the Pfizer jab twice, that I should get the Moderna as a booster, which I do have. I've already paid for it. But I heard a bunch of people the other day when I said that they got the Pfizer as a booster. So I don't know. I don't know what's good, bad, or indifferent. But I'll probably end up taking the Moderna and see what they say.
if you have
Let's see.
availability for Moderna, take it.
Yeah, I've got it. So hey, Jiu-Jitsu, how you doing? Glad you could make it. Good morning to you. Yeah, so I don't know. Rex, yeah, well, that's Daytona's known. I think people watch NASCAR and watch Daytona just to watch the big one, waiting for the big one. I watched all the stuff I watched when Dale Earnhardt died, and it. I don't know. Is it exciting to watch the Rex? Yeah, it kind of is. But these guys are. I got a buddy's son that does a lot of racing, so it's a hard thing to watch, especially when you're know somebody. COVID almost took me out, and by the standards, I'm pretty. Yeah, you are. Yeah, but like I said, I think the new variants are just keep getting lighter and lighter and lighter. So everybody that I know has had this Omicron, and I'm probably not saying it right. Have had a scratchy throat, 4 or 5 days gone. A little bit of a fever, kind of, a cold or a flu, type thing. And that's what I've heard. Hold on, Jake's here. Sorry, Jake. I did hear the beep in my ear. How you doing, Jake? But I don't know. I'm going to get whatever they tell me. Because like I said, I joke around all the time with oh, you can't travel in Thailand. It's impossible. Sit at home. Don't do anything. Sit on your hands. Crunch down. Whatever you're going to do. There's 18, 20, 25 people that are on a trip I was supposed to go on, coming from all areas of Thailand, driving and converging on Koh Chang, and haven't had a problem at all. And when we went on the bike ride, that was at 8 or 10 days. We
Later
never
on,
got
John.
stopped once. We did get asked for for my vaccine deal that I have. I did get asked one or two of the hotels. Never got stopped on the road at all. I'm vaccinated, no issues. Good luck with. Yeah, and that's the deal. That's why, that otherwise, like I said, my biggest problem is when the government says it takes, 7 years to pass something through to make sure that you're not going to grow a third ear out of your forehead, and they do it in 6 months. It makes me a little leery on, did we really test this? The only good thing about it is that they tested on all the government employees. So people like Jake get tested. And I'm always looking at his forehead to see maybe if he has an ear there. But if Jake doesn't get it all the crap that he's had injected in his body, I feel I'm in pretty good shape to not get it.
I've had you name it. You
Yeah, I
name
know
it.
exactly.
Line up in the
They did
military and they just hit you with it and say you need
with
this.
anything and everything. They didn't care, and you never had an option to say, "Oh, I don't want that." It was already in your arm and gone before you realized that you got jabbed with something. Yeah, it was. It is. It's funny because I know that you have a deal this long, and James showed his one time, of all the stuff that he's had, and it's crazy.
The nature of my work was a little bit more riskier than what James did for most of his career. And God, before they developed the hepatitis A vaccine, they used to inject us with monkey spinal fluid in the form of gamma globulin to go to the Middle East, and I got 12 of those shots.
Uh, yeah, yeah, see,
Yeah, I mean, like monkey spinal fluid, really? Come on.
and jiu-jitsu is saying the same thing. President, I got everything. Yeah, and if you were in the service,
Yeah.
you got whatever they wanted to give you. You didn't
Well,
really have a choice.
and if you served in Southeast Asia, and in the capacity that I did, we had a rabies series, we had Japanese encephalitis series, we had all these additional shots. I can remember going to the shot clinic one day. I was headed to the Philippines for a planning conference, and a little airman there says, "Well, sir, we only give this shot out for you." It was typhoid. I mean, something pretty common, right?
Right.
Actually, typhoid was the most the most common thing that people would come down with when they deployed to the Philippines, according to the CDC. And she said, "Sir, we only give this to people deploying, and you're going on a conference." I said, "Listen, airman, typhoid doesn't know if I'm here for a conference or if I'm here on a deployment. It just knows I'm here." I
Exactly.
said, "You're here, I'm here, the vaccine's here. Why don't you just hit me with your best shot, Pat Benatar, and we'll move on with it."
Mm,
So actually, I never came down with anything serious in the military other than some gastrointestinal things that lasted for extended periods of time. But
you
that
know
was
what?
a weight loss
Most of my
program I didn't
friends,
ask for.
most of my friends that came
That
back
was from
from
the meth,
Vietnam,
feeding in meth.
the only thing that they had, well, a lot of them died from Agent Orange and other crap, but we won't get into that. Most of the ones that passed either killed themselves or they came back and all the people that I hung with were big people, 6'4", 300 pounds, stuff like that. They came back 6'4", 165 pounds with jaundice from the needles. They were addicted. They were drug addicts. But they came back with a lot of stuff that was self-inflicted, not too much on what they gave them, except for some stuff that they tested out and didn't know what it was going to do, and people have to live with that, and that's their deal. It sucks, but anyway, they
Dave,
did.
everybody's case is different, but I know a lot of people who suffered a lot of those things, and it's because of some of the stress and things that they had to endure. So
Right.
that they took drugs or whatever. I mean, There's a huge underlying mental health issue in the military and in veterans that
Well, you know the
is
way
just now being recognized.
you know the way that I stand on everything. If the government, if we give away free money to anybody that stumbles into the U.S. and say, yeah, you can use our hospitals, you can do this, you can do that, and our veterans, we train them to go kill people and implant them in their mind that it's okay, you're doing a service, you're blah 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 blah, and then all of a sudden they go bang, guess what? Your time's up. Go home. They don't do crap. They don't they don't take them and say, okay, you've got, when you get out of the service and you were in any kind of a live fire, type situations, and you have to do 3 months getting out or 2 months getting out, and just bring them down. Don't just dump them in and say, yeah, well, you're not qualified to get anything except for kill people. Why don't you go to work at McDonald's and make $3.25 an hour? It just
Well,
made me
I'll
sick.
say this: the previous administration started, and this current administration continued a number of things for a number of increased attention,
Right.
increased programs
Well, I know now that
for
they give them.
veterans.
Yeah, they give them a lot more when they're. What is it? What do they call it when they're having the SDIS or whatever, some syndrome?
PTSD,
Yeah, the PTSD.
post-traumatic
I know that
stress
I
disorder,
know that
as well
giving
as
they're giving them that, and that's got to be helping to a certain
uh,
extent.
I have a
Hey, how
special
you
guest.
I can hear him.
How are you?
Oh, hold on, I got to pull the headphone.
สวัสดี
Sawati
ค่ะ
krap. Sawati krap. Oh,
Hi Dave, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. You don't go to the group that they
No.
at ก่อช้าง
My wife wants me to finish her Thai kitchen
Oh.
and stuff, so I'm kind of stuck. I am going on the motorcycle ride. That'll be in March, in maybe 3 weeks. I am going on that. She's not too happy about that because I think I'm going to go ahead and ride my scooter from here to Pachuap. I'm going to take 2 days to get there and 2 days to get back, but I don't
Is
want to
that a
bother
long
putting it on.
drive?
I don't want to put it on a truck and have to bother with getting a plane. And if it's my time to go, I'm ready. I've done everything possible in my life, man. I got no regrets. Well, I have some, but I mean, I've done pretty much. I haven't seen everything that I wanted to see. I'd like to see Japan, Australia, different places. But as far as doing, people that are my age haven't done half of what I've done in my life. So I feel blessed to be able to. But you can't tell her. She wants me to live to be 100, so
Yeah,
she can take care of me.
just enjoy the whatever you want to do.
I told her, I was born on two wheels, man. I've been on two wheels ever since I could remember. And if you were to take that away from me, you might as well just shoot me in the head and get it over with. I need that wind in the face. I've got that raised up and down windshield, and on the ride, man, I lowered it, even though it took the wind off your chest and it doesn't, pull you back. That's why it's there. I lowered it. I wanted that wind right in my face. It's just something I've been a biker forever. I'll be a biker till the day I die. My values and things about life have changed, but that riding thing will never get out of my blood.
And once that gets into your blood, Dave, you're not getting that out. Yeah.
No.
I figured I told I told her, I said, hey, you want to say hi? And she said, well, give me a minute or two and then I'll pop in. So
Yeah, I'm kind of watching I love the kids,
she watches all the Thai YouTube
like
stuff.
Ah,
the
yes,
singer,
right.
he had a twin boy. I love baby, I
Well, if
love
you
it.
guys got to, put some of them up if you want to, Jake. got
I
no
don't know.
problem.
I don't know what they are. She's got them programmed on the television, Dave.
Well, let me say thanks to Lewis. And Lewis, do if you would, when you put something in, if you want me to not say, what it was or how much it was or anything like that, let me know. I don't want to step on your toes in any ways, but Lewis is a big contributor to what we're doing, and I appreciate it. And thank you very much, Lewis.
Hey, Dave, do you have a I thought you did. I thought you had got a PayPal so that YouTube
Yeah,
doesn't
that's
take
where I
30%
think he
of this.
just, yeah, he just, um,
I mean,
I,
I like to give, but I hate when somebody else skims
yeah,
30%
yeah.
of my stuff.
If you go to, if you go to my channel, and you go over to, let me make sure here. I'll check it right now. And you go over to the about. It says donate, buy me a smoothie. If you're on a if you're on a computer, when you click that,
Oh,
it
okay. Well,
goes to PayPal.
okay. Sometimes the buy me a smoothie, buy me a coffee goes to the buy me a coffee site. So
Yeah, no,
your buy me a smoothie is your PayPal. Okay,
it's my PayPal is what it
cool.
goes to. But thank you very much, Lewis. You're the man, and everybody else. Like I had said in the video, I want to thank everybody. I mean, I want to get the pictures. The next ones that we do, I'm going to do them because my wife is, she's excited about it, and I want to get the smiles of the kids' faces when they get the soccer balls and the ice cream and the stuff like that, so everybody else can enjoy the smiles of Thailand. Um, let's see.
Say
Hold
hello,
on, I turn the mic off.
everybody, and then
Say again.
I want to say hello, everybody, and then hopefully, if we have a chance to go to Thailand, and then see you all.
Well, I've already got it figured out. As soon as you get here, I'm meeting up with you wherever you are, and we're going to do a
Yay!
live stream right from where we're eating lunch, so that we
Okay,
can show everybody that we're together.
okay, sound good. All right, take
You
care,
bet.
and
You have a
that's
good
the
day
night.
or
So
good
have a
night.
good day.
Thank you.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you,
Sawadee
Storm
krap.
Kid. Love you, baby.
You got a good one there. We're lucky, aren't we? Lucky
That's my
bastards.
better 85%,
Yeah,
Dave. And
we're
people
lucky
who know me
bastards.
say that's actually my better 90%.
Uh, let's see. Did I miss anything else? I don't think it touched Tommy
I haven't been
J.
reading the chat myself since
I
I've
know I'm
been.
trying. I get on rambles and what it is. So many people that was a weird one too. That Big Dave said that was bizarre. Um, let's see. And I think I'm caught up. There's a thought. PayPal's a better way. Yeah, you know the only thing that's good about that, Al, is Google out of the AdSense, the super chats, they take like 35% or something like that. PayPal takes like 2%, something
Yeah.
like that, 2.5, something like that. So it is a lot. It is a lot better. But you know, anything, like I said, it's all going back to Thailand, and we'll document it all.
But the
It's going
thing
to be
is
fun.
if you're sending 10, 20, $30 or $5, $2, whatever it
Hi,
is,
Bill.
I mean, it's so much better if you don't get 30% skimmed off the top than it goes to the
Yeah, yeah,
kids, it
definitely.
goes to whatever,
Yeah,
you know.
it's taking money away from Thailand, not taking money away from me. I don't, like I said before, I don't need any money from the channel. Anything that this channel could get up to be 1 million people, and if it makes $100,000 a month, it's all going back to Thailand, one way or another. So I'll stick by my word because I know it'll never get to be 100,000 or 1 million. But no,
You never
everything that
never say never.
yeah,
You,
everything that goes is going back. And if it gets to be something like that, then it'll have to be donated probably to a bunch of other charities. You know that do. You know, my wife would never be able to be a full time job for her. Of course, I could pay her to do it. She
you
could do
do a
it.
few more videos about Forza accessories, you might get to 100,000.
You know, I still get people going. I get more people going to watch that video every month now than I do on my regular videos. And my wife said the same thing. Why don't you do another one on the Forza? I go, you know, they don't make anything. It makes like $3 or something, $2. You know,
I don't know how that
and
algorithm
I
works
don't
and
know
how
how
people
that
make
works
money.
either. I still don't know how the algorithm works. The more I guess that you hit the like button, the more that you comment, any interaction. This is my impression. I don't know, but the more interaction that you make on the channel, the higher up it is on their suggested videos. But
Well,
like I
that's
said,
why
I
on
like.
all the channels that I was posting earlier, I'll always, when somebody posts a video, I'll make even a one-line
Hey,
comment
Bill.
on it,
Yeah,
just
yeah, and I
to
guess
maybe
that's a
boost the
big.
algorithm a little bit,
I
you
guess it
know.
works. Mitch says it works. I don't know. Like I said, I've only been a year basically on YouTube, not even a year. I've had a channel for over that, but it was mainly just to document my little mini vacations once I got to Thailand,
Right.
for my family to watch. No talking, no nothing, just
I was
but
clicking around one time, just playing around with my account, and I accidentally created a channel out of it. It has no content, but somehow there are 9 people that want to see what I want to do. I don't know.
it is pretty funny.
It's kind of funny.
I'm having a good time with it. Hey, Moonwa, good morning to you.
There's another new
That's a
viewer.
teacher, by the way, which I've got a thing for teachers. That's high on my list of people that have fulfilling jobs. They're very fulfilling. Let's see what Jiu-Jitsu says. I am new to making YouTube videos. Of what I've seen and heard, nobody knows how the. Yeah, you're probably right. You know who might more than anybody is probably James. James is pretty in tune to all that stuff. I mean, hell, no one made any videos. He didn't make hardly any. Ride for Kicks didn't make any. A bunch of people didn't make any in January. Well, I come to find out it's because they cut back on what they pay out to people because of the holidays. The holidays, they spend all their advertising money, and they kind of let January, they give pennies, and then back in February they start giving you normal money. And for people that are doing it for a living or to actually supplement their income, I don't blame them. But James is pretty sharp. He might know. He might know about that.
Hey,
Yeah,
so
Robert,
Jiu-Jitsu Passport, one of the channels you might want to follow is called Think Media. They talk a lot about maximizing
Yes.
YouTube, and if you start
I belong to
looking
them
into
also.
some of those other channels out there that are about producing YouTube videos and maximizing the algorithm, you can do that. I mean, I don't produce any content,
You're
but
very
if
welcome.
you do and you want some more followers and how to maximize those things, you can search YouTube, and there's a number of channels that'll help you out with that.
Hey, Robert, have a good one. We'll
Safe
see you.
travels,
Be back.
Robert Mack.
I think I'm gonna. What is it? It's been an hour and 25 minutes. Boy, time flies when you're having fun. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go see what's happening with my Thai kitchen. There's still 35 people. Thanks everybody for watching and hanging and lurking. Whatever you're doing is fine with me. I like to have people watch. And like I said, no one's obligated to comment or do anything or be part of the chat. But by all means, if you have questions and anything that I can help anybody out with, leave it in the comments, and I will try to do whatever I can for anybody. Because I'm retired, I don't do anything. I'm in Surin, for Christ's sake. Hey, there's Carl. How you doing? Hello to you. Oh, goodbye. You've been here. I didn't see you come in. Oh, I'm horrible. Dick saying thanks to Cabo. Yes, thank you. I think so. I think I'm going to end this this live stream. What's today? Friday?
Late
So
Friday.
Saturday's so Sunday Thailand time, Saturday USA. We'll do the next video, and let me see. I want to make sure I get on the right outro, and if
So,
Jake wants to
just a
say
point.
his deal,
Richard's
Yeah, go ahead.
birthday today. So happy birthday, Richard.
Oh,
Richard. Really?
all right.
I didn't know that. Well, then
Outstanding. Happy
Well, it's
birthday,
probably-
Richard, if you're watching.
He's probably
Just
definitely
in
not
case
watching.
you're watching.
Well,
But
here
his
I'll put
mum
that
might
up
be
then.
watching, so
All right, Richard. Happy birthday,
hi,
young
Richard's
man.
mum.
Hope if you're watching, I hope you are come back in whatever format you're going to come back in. I'm ready to watch and say hello, and I hope you're well. All right, guys. Did everybody say goodbye or no?
Adios, arrivederci,
everybody.
Salam, Saudi Cup. We'll see ya. See ya.
I will catch you guys on the next one.